Hello students, welcome to Sri Vardhaman Vidyalaya online education. Today we will see the part 7 of chapter 2 is matter around us pure. In this part we will study about the characteristic of an metal, non-metals and metalloids. So metals, those substances which have a tendency to lose electrons and form positively charged species, that is cation, are called metals. Here the sodium. So the atomic number of the sodium is 11, that is 281, that is the electron configuration. So in this, one electrons will be loosed and so it will form Na plus, that it will lose one electron, so it will become 2NH. So this is a cation. So the physical properties of metal, they are mendable like aluminium, silver, except the alkaline metal, that is sodium, potassium, lithium, etc. They are ductile like aluminium, silver, etc. They are lustrous, example mercury, cesium, and gallium. They are hard except sodium and potassium because they are the soft. They are the good conductor of heat and electricity. They have high melting point and boiling point except potassium and sodium. Calcium. They have a low boiling and melting point. They are sonorous. Sonorous means that is when it heat they produce a sound. So that we are calling as a what? Sonorous. So these are the physical properties of a metals. Next we are going to see about the chemical properties of a metal. First one, the reactions with oxygen. When metal reacts with an oxygen to form an oxide. So here M is nothing but it is an any type of metals reacts with oxygen, you will get metal oxide. So all metal oxides are basic in nature. That is, they turn red litmus paper into blue. But some metal oxides are amphoteric in nature. That is, they will have both an acidic as well as a basic nature. So that is where the example of an amphoteric nature is aluminium oxide and zinc oxide. So they will have both an acidic as well as a basic nature. Second, the reactions with a dilute acid. Metal when reacts with a dilute acid to form a salt and hydrogen gas. So when metal reacts with an HX, XS is nothing but it is an acid, reacts with this it will give an MX plus H2. So for example, if we are metal taking a sodium when reacts with an hydrochloric acid, it will give an sodium chloride plus hydrogen gas. So the hydrogen gas which come in contact with the air burns with a popping sound. So this will be the test for a hydrogen gas. Next is a non-metals. So non-metals are those elements that always gain an electrons and form an anion. So in metals we are telling that is metal is nothing but it is an elements that will loses an electrons, but non-metal is that which gain an electrons and form an anion, that is negatively charged ion. So here we are taking an example of chlorine. So the atomic number of an chlorine is 17. So electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 7. So when it gain an electron, so what happens? Atomic number will be increased. So that is 2, 8, 8. So it will carries a negative charge and it will form a chloride ion. The physical properties of non-metals. They are liquid or gaseous. Only exist in liquid form, that is a bromine. So bromine will be in a liquid form except carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, iodine that are in a solid. They are non-bendable and non-ductile because to make a wires and sheet we needs to hammer them, but as they are in a brittle they break. They are the bad conductor of heat and electricity like graphite. They have a low melting point and boiling point except boron, carbon, which have a high melting point and boiling point. They are non-sonorous, they are non-luster except graphite and iodine. So these are the physical properties of non-metals. Next we are going to see the chemical properties of non-metals. First, the reactions with an oxygen. Non-metals reacts with an oxygens to form an non-metallic oxide with respect to the formula that is given below. So N plus O2 gives a non-metallic oxide, that is an NO2. They are all acidic in nature and turns blue litmus red. So metal will form a basic in nature, where a non-metals they form an acidic in nature. So here they turns blue litmus red. Reactions with a dilute acid. Non-metal do not react with a diluted acid. Diluted acid, as they do not have sufficient electrons. Next, metalloids. They are those which have properties similar to metals and non-metals. Few elements exist as a noble gas. What is a noble gas? They are those which are stable elements, as they have stable configurations and generally exist free in nature, as they do not need to combine with other elements because they have a stable electronic configuration. So the example of the noble gas are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. So these are the noble gas which they will not be take part in any chemical reactions because they are in a stable and they have an stable electronic configuration. So next, compounds. So compounds are formed when two or more elements combine in a fixed whole number ratio. Or compound is a substance composed of two or more elements chemically combines with one another in a fixed proportion. So for example, that is a salt. Salt is a compound. So the chemical name of a salt is a sodium chloride. So it will have a formula NaCl. Characteristic of a compounds, they are homogeneous. The properties of the compounds are entirely different from its constituents. This means if it is you know that is a salt is made up of a sodium and chloride. So the sodium and chloride, they will have an individual properties. When they will be mixed, they form a salt. The salt will not have their same properties because it will have a different properties from its constituents. So the constituents cannot be separated by the physical method. So the salt cannot be separated as Na and Cl. They have a fixed properties like melting point and boiling point. The formation of the compounds is accompanied by an energy change. For example, water, that is H2O, sodium chloride, NaCl, etc. How do we get two or more elements or in a combined activity? Divide the glass into two groups. Give 500 grams of iron filings and 300 grams of sulfur powder in a cyanide dish to both the group. Group 1. Mix and crush the iron filings and sulfur powder. Group 2. Mix and crush the iron filling and sulfur powder and heat these mixtures strongly till the red hot. Remove from the flame and let the mixtures cool. Then group 1 and group 2. Check the magnetism in the material obtained. Bring in a magnet near the material and check if the material is attracted toward the magnet. Compare the textures and color of the material obtained by the group. Add the carbon disulfide to one part of the material obtained and stir well and filter. Add dilute sulfuric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid to the other part of the material obtained. So the gas obtained by a group 1 is a hydrogen. It is colorless, odorless and combustible. It is not advisable to be combustional test for the hydrogen in the class. The gas obtained by the group 2 is a hydrogen sulfide. It is a colorless gas with a smell of rotting egg. So you have observed that the product obtained by both the groups shows different properties, though the starting materials were same. So the group 1 has carried out the activity involving a physical change, where the case of group 2, a chemical change will be occur. So the material obtained by the group 1 is a mixture of two substances. So the substance given are the elements is iron and sulfur. So the properties of the mixtures are same as that of its constituent. but the material obtained by the group 2 is a compound. On heating the two elements strongly, we get a compound which has totally different properties compared to the combining elements. So the composition of a compounds is same throughout. So we can also observe the structure, color of the compounds are same throughout. So this how we can differentiate the physical change as well as a chemical change. Now the difference between the mixtures and compound. So what is mixture? The elements or the compounds just mix together to form a mixtures. No new compounds is formed. Compound. The elements reacts to form a new compound. Mixture. A mixture has a variable composition where the composition of each new substance is always fixed. A mixture shows the properties of the consecutive substance where the compound shows the new substance have totally different properties. The consecutions can be separated fairly easily by the physical method. The consecutions can be separated only by the chemical or electrochemical reaction. So these are the difference between the mixtures as well as a compound. Next, we can see the classifications of a matter. So here the matter will be divided into two. One is the pure substance and second one is a mixtures, where the pure substance will be divided into elements and compounds. So you know what is an elements. Elements cannot be broken down, where the compounds can be broken. So the elements will be divided into three: metal, non-metals and metalloids. Here the mixtures is of two types. One is a homogeneous, second one is a heterogeneous. So here the pure substance will have a fixed composition and mixtures have no fixed composition. Here it is a uniform composition and here it is non-uniform compositions. Homogeneous, that is a true solutions. The particle is of a size is 1 nanometer, where it will be divided into two. Heterogeneous, one is a collided and second one is a suspension. Same thing here, the matter will be divided into pure substance and impure substance that we are called as mixtures. Both are same. Both the classification are same, just on a simple difference that we can see. Here it will be divided into elements and compounds. So example of the element is hydrogen, carbon and iron. Compounds is water and ammonium. The elements will be divided into metal, non-metal, metalloids and noble gas. So here there is one extra, that is a noble gas. So the noble gas is a helium. Metalloids is arsenic, non-metal is sulfur and metal is silver. So here the mixtures will be divided into homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous, for example, salt solution, alcohol and water, and heterogeneous mixture, example, salt and wood. Next, here the matter, it will be divided into two: physical substance and mixtures. So these are both are reversible. Pure substance will be physically separated, you will get in a mixtures and mixtures will be used in a pure substance. So this pure substance will be divided into two: elements and compounds. So element is oxygen, hydrogen and iron, and this will be chemically react. So it will form a compound, and compound when chemically reacts it will give an element. So these are also these two elements and compounds both are reversible process. So the example of the compounds is water, table salt and ammonia. Mixtures will be divided into homogeneous mixtures, that is solution, salt water, mouthwash and alloys, and heterogeneous mixtures, pizza, Italian salad dressing, solid waste dump. So this is the three classifications, three different classifications of matter. So hope you all are understood this one. So our second chapter will be finished. Thank you.